All right, good evening, everybody. Hey, my name is Craig Smith. I'm going to be the host tonight to our call. We've had so many people saying hello in the chat room from all over the place. And we are here with, right beside me, my wife, Ann. Hi.
Hello, good evening.
Ann is going to be one of our special guests talking about a very special announcement around Fuel Your Edge. And that means a whole lot, but we're going to actually turn to our CEO, founder, Mr. Sam Kasser. So if you're a guest here tonight, or maybe you're already a customer with Alovea, maybe you're watching the recording all around the world, this is a fun announcement because we're right in the middle of the summer in this part of the world. It's hot, and I think people are going to really love this one, Sam. So maybe you can share a little bit about why you're excited about. Well, first of all, maybe we start with what is the actual announcement?
Let's do that.
Oh, you're making the announcement.
You want to put the slide up, or is it up?
Sure, I will do. It's on social media right now.
There it is, right there. Hey, listen, we're running a campaign that starts tonight and goes all the way through the 31st, which is the first night of Branson. It's called Fuel Your Edge. And we know that in the sports world, we have two great products that people just love, Fuel and Edge. And so this is a campaign to get people focused on both for the next 10 days, 11 days. And the special is this: if you buy at a bag of Edge, you get the bag of fuel for half price. It'll just show up as one item, like a pack. There it is right there when you go online. But it's a very special offer just for the next 11 days. Hey, listen, this was kind of fun. We just talked about this a week or so ago, and we just said, what can we do in the middle of the summer when people are hot and sweaty and out there working? And this is it, Fuel Your Edge. And so we're excited about it, Craig. It's kind of a fun thing to do for the next 10 days. I know you've got a special guest on tonight to talk about Edge. Hey, listen, Edge has kicked off and been a phenomenal success. I mean, probably one of the best launches that we've had on a new product. And there it is right there, the World Paddle Rating, recommended by World Paddle Rating, USA. Yeah, so I'm excited about your guest tonight. I know that we've already been getting a lot of feedback from people on Edge. And my son is a personal trainer, and he's just going, oh my gosh, Dad, I didn't know you could do this type of thing. So it's fun. We're having a great time, and that's the special. Let's everybody jump on board and fuel your edge over the next 10 days. Thanks, Craig. It's good.
Well, Sam, I'm going to go back to you about Edge in a second. We'll bring Coulter on here in a second, but I want to have a little fun. First of all, like, how cool is that? You know, you've in the past built businesses that have gone on to do billions of dollars in sales. You've created a social business movement where you've nourished hundreds of millions of meals, 70 million. We just surpassed 70 million with Alovea. And I love the fact that it took launching an electrolyte product that your son's like, oh, Dad, that's so cool.
Hey, you know what? That's his lane. You know, Ann can relate to that, and that's the first time I got his attention. So I'm kind of excited about it.
That's awesome. We'll have a little bit of fun tonight. We're going to bring on the co-founder of the company we talked about, World Paddle Rating, which co-branded and launched Edge. But also have a little bit of fun on our social media side here. So tonight we're going to do one little giveaway. At the end of it, we're going to do a giveaway here on the Facebook page and a giveaway on the Instagram. All you have to do is go in and on Facebook, go ahead and like this, add a comment, share it. If you do those three things, you're going to be in the draw, and we're going to pull a winner, and you're going to win a bag of Edge and Fuel on the company. It's that simple, that easy. You can do the same thing on Instagram. These posts are live now, so you can have a little bit of fun with that. You can see this one right here. And again, like it, add a comment. And it helps shows the community what you love about these products. But I'm going to go ahead and actually, Ann and I are going to introduce a friend of ours. This is a gentleman I'm bringing him on as a panelist. He just flew back from France. So Sam, he was like, whoa, I didn't think of the time change here.
Yeah.
Just landed from Toronto, just got to his place. But he is there. Look at that. There he is. Hey, Mr. Coulter.
What's happening, everybody?
How are you, sir? Welcome back. World traveler here.
Yeah, just back from Paris, just outside of Paris. I got back a couple hours ago.
Nice. Well, Coulter, I want to introduce you to the Alovea community around the world. Some of them met your partner, Charles. For those that don't know, Coulter, renowned Canadian tennis player. He played at a university in New Mexico, right? And All-American doubles player down there. Incredible tennis player. And
I
then
had a good partner, a good partner. Good
I,
lesson,
I
choosing a good
talked
partner. That's
I talked
key.
to your partner and he said the same thing about you. So I think and
Right,
when
right.
it's ironic when you say good partner because the perfect pairing tonight is actually Edge and Fuel.
That's
So that
right.
is a good partnership. But
It's a good
just talking
theme.
about Edge specifically, you had great success. You've been in the charitable world. You ran a great charity. You're a chair for almost 10 years in Canada, and then you've been involved with IT companies, but you've really kind of found this passion you guys did around this sport called paddle, which has kind of taken over. A lot of people in North America call it padel. And maybe you could just touch on, as one of the co-founders, what is World Paddle Rating, and why did you guys decide to say, you know what, we really like Alovea, we want to partner with this company on creating a breakthrough electrolyte product?
Yeah. I mean, thanks for having me on. What a treat. Sam, nice to see you again too. I haven't seen you since
Yeah, over.
the last tournament. You guys were down in Florida, I think. Yeah, yeah. Well, Charles and I, if you've met Charles, yeah, we've known each other through 10 years old. We grew up playing tennis actually with Craig there in the OTA back in the days. We all grew up playing tennis together. And we found paddle or padel. It does have a bit of a brand problem. It's got two names, but the rest of the world calls it paddle, and we differentiate it in North America by calling it padel because there were other sports that used paddle as well. That was the sort of the reason behind you'll hear, both things being spoken. But we found this sport in 2017, 2018, and just became addicted to it. I mean, I still love tennis. I'm a tennis player, but I am totally addicted to paddle. And you find that that's happening to a lot of people. And so we developed our life around it. Once we found the sport, we have some clubs. Our clubs are called the Pad, which we're also partnering with Alovea, and then we also developed a tech and events business, which was WPR, as Craig mentioned, which is a rating system in paddle. Paddle almost always has four people playing. There is a singles version, but it's mostly doubles. And so having a rating is really, really important at the club level and at the tournament level to find level-based play. And so we built World Paddle Rating to do just that. It'd be a standard across the board. And we are the de facto standard right now in North America. We have a partnership with the USA Paddle Federation and the Canadian Paddle Federation. And so all the tournaments, and that's how we've been a part of this. When you say, why do we partner with you? Well, first of all, I love Craig and Ann. I've known them for a long time, and I know they've built an amazing company. And I've tried all the previous products, like at the previous tournaments we had over the last year, Fixed, Fuel, Core. I kind of mixed them all. This is a great idea to mix. I haven't mixed yet the Edge with Fuel, so that maybe, I know it's a mixed purchase, but I don't know, mixing them together might be a cool thing as well. But so I know the level of product that you guys had, and just the whole process you went through by coming to all the tournaments and testing, the product with everybody. And, you're dealing with a very health conscious, competitive communities. People play 5, 6 at our club, 5, 6, 7 times a week. Like it is, people are addicted. And so getting, a good recovery product, a deliberate recovery product is important. And everybody I've had taste this. I mean, I think taste is flavor. This is the one right now, right? Are you developing other flavors? But this one has been fantastic. And so everybody I brought some to France. I was just at this tournament overseas, the largest junior paddle tournament in Europe, 320 kids playing in it, unbelievable level, mind blowing, and had some influential people in the paddle world. So I brought some product, and everybody who tries it just loves it. And so we're looking forward to distributing this through all of our clubs that we have, some in Canada and the US, and we're growing that. But it's been a pleasure being a part of this whole process. And I don't know how many people know paddle within your community, but you will start to hear about it. You'll either hear about it as paddle or padel, but one way or another, you'll start to hear about it. And I highly recommend trying it.
Well, Coulter, I love hearing you say that, and some people have learned about paddle, including Sam, because he came to a tournament with all of us and had a lot of fun
That's
with
right.
it. This is actually one of the top U.S. Born players in the entire country, Nico. I think he's the number one U.S. ranked player, but a lot of people from around the world play this. So the American crew is just starting to really ramping going, but he's an incredible athlete, fully sponsored by Alovea, as you see it on his shirt here, but you can kind of get a sense of the sport. You can look at the athletic as, yeah, isn't that cool? I didn't
That's
even know that.
insane.
I didn't even know that picture was
That's
there.
not how I play. That's
This
not
is
how I
when
play.
this
That's
is when he was playing against Sam. Remember Sam, and you made the next shot. Right?
He lost the point against Sam, yeah.
Yeah, I was running out the door.
You were running out the door, literally. Well, Coulter, I know you just got back. We're going to actually go through these products, and we brought Ann on for a special reason. But Coulter, we're going to let you get some sleep here, but we're going to have you on other calls. But thank you so much. We
Great.
appreciate
No,
you.
thanks. So happy to be here. Nice to see everybody, and yeah, appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit, and I am going to. There we go. So Sam, I'm going to actually talk to Ann a little bit, and then I'd love for you to kind of wrap it all together. And I think what's interesting when you talk about this combo, you've got these two products, right? And I loved how Coulter brought up his doubles. You know, paddle is a double sport. You don't play singles. You play with two people, and we're talking about two products here. And you know, when you think of Edge, it's in this world of hydration and even recovery because of one of our key ingredients. But then you've got Fuel, which is this powerful energy. And I think for all the guests listening in or anybody really dialed in, the foundation of our company, we truly are an ACE Mannan, Alovea AE, ACE Mannan extract company, right? That's the fundamental foundation of our company. It's in every one of our products. It's in our nourishments that we nourish our children, that we just surpassed 70 million servings. But then we put it in these unique marketplaces and introducing into this hydration space is a new space. So Ann, maybe you could talk to everybody about like what's the difference between Fuel, what's the difference with Edge, and why do they actually really work well together, especially if you are kind of that weekend warrior or you're going out golfing or doing some stuff this summer.
Yeah, sure, be happy to. Hey everyone, great to be here with all of you. So why don't we first just briefly talk about hydration and energy, because they're so critical. People are looking for more energy, and better hydration will definitely give you more energy, because if you're dehydrated, your cells aren't going to be functioning at their optimum. Your blood volume may not be as fluid as you would like it to be. So hydration is critical. But especially when it comes into the world of exercise and performance, or even for those that aren't necessarily in the sporting world, just your general activity level and being out in this heat. By having the Edge and this formula, and I did a call on it recently just talking about why this product is unlike any other that exists on the market, from the quality of the ingredients and what they do to support that proper hydration. So the combination of ingredients that are in Edge really support that water that you're mixing it with to penetrate the cells. Not only the ingredients coming from plant-based food source, from the red algae from Ireland, and the essential amino acids that are in there as well, but it's the Alovea AE that really optimizes the hydration of the cell. So even, yes, if you're performing and you're wanting to use this for exercise, or you're playing paddle, or you're out doing gardening, absolutely you want to be consuming this, especially if you're sweating a lot or in a lot of heat while you're doing it. But I also really even encourage people to take it throughout the day. Just maybe not, you can mix a whole bottle, but just drink a little bit or dilute it a little bit more, because especially as we age, our bodies don't hydrate to the same extent. And not only that, or as efficiently, is not to the same extent, they don't hydrate as efficiently. And one of the other key things that happen with people as we age is that our thirst mechanism loses its sensitivity. So often people throughout the day don't consume enough fluid or don't hydrate properly because they don't sense that they're thirsty. And when we use thirst as an indicator as to when to hydrate, we're going to be dehydrated. It's too late. So, or often people will hydrate with sugary type beverages, which only kind of more mitigates the reason for doing it. It doesn't enhance the hydration. So I also advocate using this throughout the day just to optimize that hydration. Perhaps not drinking the full bottle if you're just using for that, but I've just had some now before getting ready for bed relatively soon, to enhance that hydration so I don't lose as much while I'm sleeping. So from the hydration part, I don't know of a better product that exists on the market. That Alovea AE is the game changer with that, combined with everything else. And the most important thing is that it tastes good. It tastes amazing compared to other electrolyte drinks on the market. And I've seen a few people comment it tastes salty. Well, yeah, because it has salt in it. It's going to taste salty. But when you're in the midst of doing something that is strenuous, or you're pushing your body, it's almost like you're going to feel that your cells are drinking that in, and the minerals are acting like a magnet for that water to get into the cell. So it's a phenomenal product to be using throughout the day, but definitely during any athletic performance. And it was fun to be at that paddle tournament in Nashville recently, just to see the players loving this product. And so, it's amazing. And Coulter found that too, as he talked about when he was in Paris with the kids. But on the other end, people are looking for energy. First and foremost, if you're well hydrated, it will help with your energy. But sometimes you just sort of feel that sense of like you need that little boost that hydrating just isn't quite enough. Or you're going for a particular workout that you want to be kind of like at the top of your game, or you want to be really focused in that. That's where the fuel comes into play. And I would recommend taking that about 30 minutes to maybe an hour prior to your workout, prior to going to do whatever activity that it is that you're going to do, because what the fuel does will increase the cellular energy production within the body. So what fuel has is a product called Alovea ATP, or an ingredient called Alovea ATP, which supports cellular energy production, or ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And when you break down that ATP, you get energy released. That's where we get it from. So with the Alovea ATP in fuel, that's one of the key things that will support your cells within the mitochondria to produce more energy naturally. That's how we get energy, is through our metabolism and breaking down the food that we eat, specifically sugar, to produce that energy. But ATP is required, and ATP is broken down, and it creates a cycle, and we get that energy. That's just generally speaking. But when you're performing, what happens when you exercise and you're breaking down a lot of the glycogen stores within your muscles, when you're breaking down a lot of sugar, you generate a lot of ATP because you need that energy. But a byproduct of that is something called lactic acid. And what this Alovea ATP has been shown to do is help increase that energy production without the same corresponding increase in lactic acid. So you're getting a clean source of energy. But the other thing that's contained in our fuel is some green tea extract. So when you're wanting to increase energy, you can increase energy from the metabolism within your body. Just eating sugar is going to give you a sugar spike, right? You're going to feel that energy from the breakdown of that sugar if you eat that. You're going to experience the crash too, so I wouldn't recommend that, especially from a performance side of things. But what the other method of naturally producing energy within the body is through triggering your nervous system. That's where we get that. That energy can come from our sympathetic nervous system. And what triggers that is caffeine. Now there's different forms of caffeine that can do that. Some that are harsher and more triggering for the nervous system and harsh, and you get that crash following. And there's other sources like green tea extract that gives that nervous stimulation without the corresponding crash. So you get a more clear, focused type energy happening that we have in our fuel. So it's an awesome combination of product, having the Alovea ATP, the green tea extract, and the Alovea AE as well, for enhancing the utilization of those ingredients. All of our products, what I love about them is that they're very meticulous in how they're put together without having any preservatives, without using all natural flavors, all natural sweeteners that are in it that don't cause spikes in the blood sugar, and just support optimal functioning of the cells within your body. So these two are an awesome combination, having both that fuel to give you that edge when you're about to perform, and then having the edge to maintain that performance level and help with recovery afterwards. So I just think it's a perfect combination. Fuel Your Edge is a great term for it because it's exactly what it does.
It's a great doubles team. I love it.
Great
And
doubles team.
I feel like, Sam, I have to cut the grass for the first time in 100 years this Wednesday. I think I'm going to. So I think I'm going to make an edge for when I do that. Because I love how, both of these products kind of fit everyday life. It's the afternoon crash, you're tired, you need that energy. Fuel's great. It's so whether you're in the sports world or when you're just active or whether you're just doing daily living things. And Edge, that's what we've heard so much of. And I think it's why the electrolyte world has blown up so much, is because it has such incredible uses beyond just the performance side of things. But Sam, when you hear all this, and you spent a lot of times, you and Steve and the team, on bringing this product to life. But at the end of the day, all of them are bringing Ace Mannin to the community, to the world more. And of course, the nourishments that happen. This week, we just surpassed 70 million servings in a short period of time. So Sam, maybe finish off today. Talk about what does that mean to you and Linda, and what does it mean knowing that now you have another vertical bringing Alovea AE to the world through the hydration space?
Yeah, well, first of all, let me just say that it's great to see Coulter on. What a pleasure to meet Coulter. I mean, what a genuine person. Just loved meeting him and talking to him down in Florida. And to have an association like that behind our product, and we kind of co-formulated together, took a lot of input from them on ingredients, on labeling, and of course they were just blown away by the Ace Mannin technology and how we could regulate the flow of water at the cellular level with the Ace Mannin, which is, again, as Ann said, something no one else has. But I think Edge will educate a lot of people on Fuel also. I mean, Fuel is one of our best kept secrets. I remember when I first met you guys, then Ann told me about Fuel, and especially Elevate TP. That's how I pronounce it. I thought, what an incredible ingredient. I mean, nobody knows about this. And of course, there was all kinds of energy drinks on the market, and kids were having challenges because of 500 milligrams of caffeine and just stimulants galore. And all of a sudden along comes a technology that can increase your natural energy production of ATP without any lactic acid response or that crash that you get from stimulants. And it's anyway, I think these two products are just like hand in glove. They just go so well together. But as you said, they also trigger a donation to Manna Relief. And I think what I love about like the people that helped us manufacture Edge, they're 100% into the project, into the Hope movement. They looked at the Hope brochure, which, by the way, new Hope brochures just came out. We wanted to wait till we had Edge and all of that, but new Hope brochures are out. We'll actually have some in Branson, so those of you that are not enrolling again or renewing can get access to them. But yeah, the ability to nourish 70 million children with our Ace Mannin is just incredible. I did a call today with a gentleman that has a big farm down in Belize, and he grows this exotic fruit. And anyway, he heard through someone who we were and just kind of connected the dots and called me. Never heard of this guy before. But he just said, I have looked over everything you're doing. You have one of the most exciting propositions I've ever seen in the nutrition industry. Not only is your technology unique and efficacious, backed by science, but your movement should engage everyone in being a part of something that's bigger than themselves. He said, I've never seen anything like this. I just want to congratulate you and introduce myself to you and what we have to offer. But aside from that, man, you guys have nailed it. And how you're doing it and how you're acquiring your customers and how you compensate for that, he said, it is just like the remake of an industry that's been the same for over 30 years. And so anyway, hey, congratulations everybody out there. We're all making it happen, doing all of our individual things. Thanks, Dan, for introducing me to Elevate TP. I really appreciate that. It's been a great experience. And thanks for the association that you created, Craig, with us in Battle, or Padel. It's really game changing for where we're at as a company. And I just see great things happening this year.
Oh, that's exciting, Sam. And it is always exciting too that, because you've had that emerging growth curve and something that took off. And just like where Alovea's world paddle or the paddle world is the fastest growing sport in the world, just not in America. It's only just kind of catching up here. And so kind of like how pickleball hit the wave, it's really fun to have Alovea associated with a sport that's going to be taking off. And we have to remember, we are Alovea Global, right? There's people all around the world. We just, one of the best female players in the country just joined with Alovea, and she's from Spain. They're celebrating something different tonight than just paddle. They're celebrating football. And but she is so excited that when we're eventually open in Spain, their family owns tennis clubs, paddle clubs, everything, and they just can't wait to bring this product over there. So a lot of fun things going on. And there's a quick question for Ann, and then we'll let Ann kind of answer that, and then I'm going to announce our winners tonight.
Okay.
So you have your last chance to go to our Facebook and Instagram page, because we have somebody pulling 2 winners here in just about 3 minutes.
I don't know if it's Malu Norris, or I think that's the person's name, but that in a previous talk that I did around how I used the Edge just for myself in various phases of life. So I do drink, I'd say more about a quarter of an Edge. I don't really measure it. I just kind of tap I open a package and put a few little taps in it and then have some water, probably about 90 minutes before I go to sleep, to help with, I don't have hot flashes and haven't had them, thankfully. I think part of all of the product blend that we have, but I do find sometimes I wake up hot, like it wakes me up at night if I'm hot. It's not a flash, I'm just feeling more warm. And so when I drink the Edge, when I do it about 90 minutes, not right before bed, so 90 minutes, so it has a chance to get into my system. I have a chance to eliminate before I go to sleep, and then I sleep throughout the night, which is fantastic. However, with the person asked about with the Alovea TP, to get the Alovea TP, you would have to be drinking fuel, which is something I don't recommend for people to drink before they go to bed, because there is 82 milligrams of caffeine in there. And especially if you're sensitive, and definitely for women as we get older, we become more sensitive to caffeine. So that may be the reason why you didn't fall asleep. If I took a fuel before I went to sleep, there'd be no sleeping for me. I'd be just up doing a whole lot of other things other than sleeping. So try just experiment with yourself with what works best for you. Do it. Give yourself a good 90 minutes to 2 hours so it has a chance to get into your system, and then you have a chance to eliminate before you go to sleep, so you're not having to wake up because your bladder's full or things like that. So that's my response to that one.
See, Sam, we went right into announcement to the Q&A section of our call. I love that, right? Super smooth. Well, Sam, I know this is a big week. There's a lot of things going on. We do have tomorrow night, for those that are a part of this community and like to help share and expand it, we have a special call on the first and third Tuesdays of every month called the Love Calls, which is stands for leadership, leadership of vision and empowerment. So that's a special call with Christy, who leads that, who's our master trainer. She's incredible. That's going to be tomorrow night at 7:30. And then we have a special call where we actually talk to coaches, trainers, athletes, and healthcare professionals. I see Natalie just posted here. She is one of our Alovea pros. She's doing incredibly well sharing Alovea. She's a incredible runner and coach. And we have a special call this Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time that's open for all pros, but also anybody who's a social business partner. So if you're a guest, even if just a customer, and you'd like to learn a little bit more, well, what do we all do? Feel free to join those calls Tuesday at 7:30 Central Time, or Thursday and then at 5 p.m. Central Time. And then every Saturday, we kickstart the week at 10 a.m. Central Time. And that is basically a kickstart of every single week. So now let's go to our winners tonight. I'll show you what we were doing. We had 2 social media posts. So even if you didn't win tonight, make sure you go to our Alovea page with social media. That is our winner. There it is. Cheryl congratulations. You are the official winner. You posted it right here, so you shared it on your channel. That was excellent. Congratulations. And our winner on the Instagram side, I see people already cheering on. Brian, our good friend Brian Koyman. Is that how you pronounce his last name, Sam?
Yeah, Boyman, yeah. Way to go,
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah,
Way
there
to
you
go,
go,
Cheryl.
Brian. Both of them, actually, I think they're on every single Saturday call. So I love seeing both of their names, and we had somebody pull those rewards. So congratulations. You're each going to get that. So we'll work with the team to have that sent to you. One Edge, one Fuel. Big congratulations. And Sam, any last words you want to wrap up tonight's call with?
Hey, I look forward to seeing everybody in Branson. It's going to be an incredible event. 11 days.
Oh, geez, 11 days. You made me look at my phone. I was like, wait, what?
Fast.
All right, everybody, let's have an amazing week. Any last?
No, it's been great to be here with everyone. Have an awesome week, everyone.
All right.
Get your fuel and edge.
Yes, go grab that. It's only live till July 31st. So have some fun. Take advantage of that. Open for your customers and you. And it's emailed to all of your customers tomorrow. So thanks, everybody.
Okay, good night.
Good night, everyone.
All right.